All right. Feeling a little blah about your career lately? Like you're kind of stuck in a rut?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Well, good news. You are definitely not alone. And even better news. Today we are diving deep into how to bust out of that rut. Get that career motivation back.
Pumped to jump in.
We've got a whole bunch of awesome advice from some real experts in professional development.
hmm
We're talking actionable stuff you can use right away, not just some vague theories.
Exactly. We're going to break it all down into like 5 key strategies. Consider this your personal cheat sheet for not just surviving your career, but absolutely crushing it.
Okay, so first things first, you got to talk about setting goals.
Oh, yeah. Goals, goals.
I know. It sounds like the most basic thing ever, but seriously, stick with me here.
Right.
Setting goals isn't just about checking stuff off a to-do list.
Yeah,
It's deeper than that. It's like setting the foundation for everything else you want to do.
totally. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't just start slapping bricks together, right? You need a blueprint.
Exactly. And your goals, those are your blueprint. They give you direction, keep you focused,
Mhm.
especially when things get tough.
For sure. It's easy to lose sight of the big picture when you're in the weeds. But if you've got those goals, you can always come back to them, recenter yourself, and say, okay, this is where I'm headed.
Okay, so pop quiz. What's one goal, like career-wise, that you've been putting off, that one that's been floating around your head, but you haven't actually done anything about it?
We all have at least one of
Right.
those.
So how can you make that goal, I don't know, more exciting, more inspiring? Maybe break it down into smaller steps. Or, even better, try visualizing yourself actually achieving it.
Oh, I love that you said visualizing. It's crazy powerful. There's actual research behind this. Like, picturing yourself succeeding can actually literally prepare your brain for success.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know what else helps with that whole success thing? Celebrating the small wins.
Oh my gosh, yes. Such a good point.
Seriously, it's like fuel for your motivation.
And you don't have to wait for some huge accomplishment either.
Wow, absolutely not.
Like finish a project that was stressing you out, boom, celebrate, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Learned a new software program, that's awesome.
It
Celebrate.
doesn't matter how small the win is, just acknowledge it. Give yourself credit for it.
Okay, so now I'm going to challenge you guys listening.
Yeah.
Think of 3 small wins you can celebrate this week. Anything. Getting your inbox to zero, making a tough phone call, whatever it is, acknowledge it.
And speaking of getting excited about things, let's talk about staying curious.
Ooh, yes. Never stop learning.
Exactly. Sounds corny, but it's so true. You can get so much energy and motivation from simply being a lifelong learner.
Right. It's like that feeling of being a student again, but this time you get to choose what you're learning.
Exactly. You're not stuck with some boring textbook. You're exploring things you actually care about. It's like having a backstage pass to the coolest, constantly evolving show in town.
And it's not just about personal growth either. Staying current in your field, it makes you super valuable in the workplace. You can adapt to changes, bring new ideas to the table.
Which ultimately keeps you motivated and engaged. It's a win-win.
So think about it. What's one thing in your field that you've been wanting to learn more about? Maybe there's a course you've been eyeing, or a book everyone's talking about, or even just a new skill you want to pick up. No time like the present.
That's the spirit. Okay, so we've covered goals, celebrating wins, staying curious. But how do you actually make all this happen? How do you keep the momentum going?
Ah, great question. That's where establishing a routine comes in.
Routines are key. But don't worry, we're not talking about becoming robots here.
Right. Flexibility is
Well,
important.
totally. Think of it more like creating a loose framework that helps you stay productive, like a workout schedule for your career.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. And just like with exercise, consistency is key.
The important thing is finding a routine that actually works for you. Experiment a little. Adjust things as you go. There's no one right way to do it.
Okay, and finally, we got to talk about support. Building a network of people who've got your back. Think of it like your career cheer squad.
So important. You need your mentors, your peers, your friends who cheer you on.
Right. Mentors can give you guidance, peers can keep you accountable, friends can encourage you when you're feeling down.
And all of that combined, it keeps you motivated and helps you push through challenges.
So here's your homework. Reach out to one person this week for some career-related support. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as they inspire you professionally.
All right, so quick recap. The 5 keys to reigniting your career motivation. Setting inspiring goals, celebrating your wins, no matter how small, staying curious and always learning, creating a routine that works for you, and building your support system.
Boom. There you have it. Remember, career motivation, it's a journey, not a destination. And these tips are your compass to navigate that journey with purpose and passion.
Out of all these strategies, which one are you feeling the most right now? And what's one small step, just one little thing you can do today to put it into action? Think about it.